So today, I want to get real about something we all deal with. Change. Life isn't static, right? 1 minute you're cruising along, and the next, something comes in and flips the script. Maybe it's a new job, a health curveball, or a family shakeup. And let's be honest, those changes can totally mess with our routines. They can mess with our motivation and even our health. I've been there. Sometimes I'm crushing it, but sometimes I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Welcome to episode 20 of Making Mel, Health in the Hustle. This podcast is a place where motherhood meets muscle, ambition meets exhaustion, and figuring out how to prioritize my health journey into the insanely beautiful chaos of a busy life is what I talk about. Some days it'll look messy, and other days, flawless. But no matter what kind of day I'm having, I can assure you I will tell the truth and do my best to give you some good ideas and insight to help you prioritize your own journey. So let's get into it. What happens to your health journey when your life shifts? Well, first of all, it's okay if your healthy habits need to change for a bit. Give yourself some grace. Small, realistic goals like, today I'll just take a walk, instead of, I need to train for this marathon, are acceptable choices. Coach Patty, several months ago, in the middle of finishing her social work degree, decided to maintain her weight instead of focusing on weight loss at that time. It helped her continue on her health journey while taking some of the pressure off, which prevented the days that could set her back. If your life has shifted on you and you have a day where you eat a whole bunch of things that normally aren't on your menu, it's not a big deal. Self-compassion is key. Just figure out how to get back to your regularly scheduled programming and don't be so hard on yourself. I know I've told you this before, but I live my life in the 90-10. That means 90% of the time I do all the things that I'm supposed to do. I hit all the marks. I eat all the healthy food. I get the movement in. I drink the water. And I sleep when I'm supposed to sleep. 10% of the time, it doesn't matter what I do. That means out of 352 days a year, 35 of them don't even count. And I'm not using that many. As long as you're doing all the other things, the other 317 days of the year, the 35 days don't count. It's about balance. Sometimes you need to shift what you do. So when you need to, shift. Because one thing's for certain, life is definitely going to keep going and shifting. So let's talk a minute about job loss or big transitions. If you're going through a job change or a job loss, I get it. The stress is real. Losing a job can bring financial stress. It can bring uncertainty. It can even mess up your daily structure. This stress can lead to anxiety and depression and even changes in your physical health. And for me, sleep. Sleep is what changes for me. People may struggle to afford healthy food or medical care or even, your gym membership. However, it's also a time that you can reassess your priorities and find new ways to take care of yourself. Your health journey doesn't go out the window just because your circumstances change. You can build a new routine, even if it's just making time to plan your meals or change your workouts to home. Explore affordable wellness. There are a lot of free resources like online workouts or community programs. Home-cooked meals cost less than eating out. Don't be afraid to lean on people. Friends, family, or even online support groups. I have taken on an initial job or an additional job in the last 2 weeks. It is additional responsibility and it brings me extreme joy, but it's made my already busy life just a little bit busier. It's definitely a transition. And to be honest, the first week was kind of tough. The process was not streamlined as I had hoped it would be, and my workouts did not happen. Now, I got mini workouts in throughout the day, which I always do, but my big workouts weren't a possibility. Knowing that I could not continue this pattern, I leaned in on some friends, and they took on some of the tasks for me. They encouraged me and helped me not have to carry it by myself. And now, 2 weeks in, things are flowing pretty smooth with just maybe a few minor glitches. And I did not have to resort to drive-thrus to get through. Leaning in when I was overwhelmed helped me stay on track. And it helped me get back to what I love. And that's lifting heavy stuff. Hello. I want to shift for a minute and talk about dealing with illness. A diagnosis, whether for yourself or a loved one, can be life-altering. It may require new routines, treatment, and some emotional adjustments. Illness can really challenge your self-control, but it can also inspire resilience and a deeper appreciation for health. When illness hits, one of the ways that you can overcome it from taking over your health journey is to focus in on what you can control. Rest, good food, gentle movement, and learning. Educating yourself as much as you can about the illness or perhaps the treatment can help you understand the options and make you feel more empowered in a situation where every single thing may feel very out of control. It may be really hard, but it doesn't have to take over all of your hard work. Building a support system is going to be really exceptionally important. Know that you can lean on certain people for the things you're going to need. You can deal with the hard stuff when you're dealing with illness, but that leaning in is going to be one of the key components to finding your way. Grief and loss are another area that can really disrupt your healthy journey. And grief can come in many forms. Losing someone is heartbreaking, and it does not end. Grief is love that has nowhere left to go. Let yourself grieve. Don't rush it. Try to keep up with some basic routines like eating and sleeping, and reach out for help if you need it. Therapy, support groups, or just talking to a friend can make a world of difference when you are in a monumental amount of pain. Loss isn't just death-related either. Loss of a spouse through divorce, or a relationship that you've been in for a while and it ends, those have grieving processes. When a child goes off to college, there's a grieving process. Empty nest syndrome is real. Although your child is not gone from your life forever, life will never be the same. And that takes some real adjusting. We often experience it like grief. Grief can affect your mind and your body. It can disrupt sleep, your appetite, and your energy. Some people may withdraw, while others seek comfort in unhealthy habits. Support from friends, family, or professionals can make a crucial difference during these times. Moving forward is what's important. Change is inevitable. It's part of life. It's how we respond that's key. Seeking support, leaning in on your regular healthy routines, and practicing self-care can help us navigate the difficult transitions. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn, grow, and redefine our health journey. So make sure that your focus is small. Focus in on your healthy habits. Celebrate every little win. And stay connected. Share your journey. Remember, you're not alone in this. Life's changes happens to all of us. If today feels messy, that's okay. Tomorrow may not feel as bad. The important thing is to keep moving forward one day at a time. As Coach Valerie says, yesterday is a canceled check, and tomorrow is a promissory note. All we truly have is the present. So let's focus on that today. So, my next podcast falls on the 26th, which would have been my son's 35th birthday. So my next episode is going to be the lessons my son taught me. Until then, onward and upward, my friends.